These are the candidate instructions for all practical examinations. Hello, my name is. I am your lead practical proctor representing the Colorado Division of Fire Prevention and Control. I am affiliated with the following department. Today, I will be administering your state practical examination. If you encounter any issues with your examination today, I am your point of contact. Assisting me will be. Each proctor is charged with the safe delivery of your examination and to supervise the testing process. As a proctor, we will not be allowed to assist you with any part of the evaluation. Keep in mind that we are evaluators, not an instructor or coach. Once the evaluation has started, we will only be allowed to read the task and performance outcome to you. We may only answer clarifying questions that you may have about the process. All work on the examination must be your own unless told by the proctor to work as a team. There will be no talking unless specifically authorized by the proctor. Any questions shall be directed to the proctor. The testing process will take place as follows. A. The proctor will be reading you the testing information directly from the JPR skill sheet. The task will be read to you. The performance outcome will be read to you. B. You will be allowed to ask clarifying questions. If you must leave the test site for any reason, you must wait a minimum of 30 days to retake the test and must take the entire test over. You may not remove any examination materials from the testing area where the examination is being administered. Testing improprieties and any infraction of the examination rules will not be tolerated while attending any examination associated with State of Colorado Division of Fire Prevention and Control. If you compromise the examination or are suspected of compromising the examination, the following actions will be taken. A. The individuals involved will not be allowed to continue the examination and will be removed from the testing location. B. The appropriate department head or department training officer will be notified, as well as the certification director for the Division of Fire Prevention and Control. C. A review of circumstances will be conducted and appropriate actions will be determined by the Fire Prevention and Control Advisory Board after consultation with the certification director. D. The individuals involved and possibly the department or agency the individual represents will not be allowed to continue in the certification program until the issue is resolved. For your information, the restrooms are located. There will be only one person allowed to go to the restroom at a time. If you need to use the restroom, please obtain permission from your proctor. For your safety, the exits are located. All pagers, radios, beepers, cell phones, or any notification devices that would interrupt the test shall be turned off, even in the vibrate mode. JPRs will be evaluated on a pass-fail basis. A candidate must pass 100% of the entire task steps within the JPRs unless noted on the individual JPR. During the practical exam, you will not be informed of pass-fail at any evaluation station. If you fail a task step within a JPR, you must retest the entire failed JPRs today. You will be evaluated by a different proctor. The retest will occur only if you have not failed more JPRs than what is permitted for this testing process. A safety violation is grounds for automatic failure. All proctors present shall review the safety violation with the determination of the lead practical proctor as final. If you are required to serve as a member of a team, you must adhere to the following. Team members are permitted to communicate back and forth during team evaluations. During a team evaluation, if an individual is unsuccessful in completing a JPR, but the team's overall task is successful, only the candidate who is unsuccessful will need to be reevaluated. All candidates who fail a given JPR will be teamed with other unsuccessful candidates and reevaluated. If there are an insufficient number of individuals to form a retest team, other candidates may be tasked to join the retest team. However, only the candidates who failed will be evaluated during the retest. If you receive less than a passing score on your examination, you will be required to retake the entire examination. A minimum of 30-day waiting period is required between examination attempts. DFPC is committed to assuring that every examination meets rigorous standards of quality and fairness. In order to achieve this goal, each JPR is subjected to a review process before it is ever used on an examination. Each JPR undergoes a careful review to ensure that it is clear and unambiguous. It meets the standards for fairness and sensitivity. Despite these precautions, on rare occasions, ambiguity may be found in a JPR by a candidate. If this occurs, the candidate may demonstrate in writing by making an appeal and/or suggestion to the validity of an examination JPR. The challenge must be put in writing using an examination challenge appeals suggestion form provided by the lead proctor. In the case of a disputed or contested task step, the proctor will call for the practical examination lead proctor. The lead proctor will arbitrate the dispute and make the final decision at the testing site. If unable to resolve an on-site dispute through arbitration, or the candidate does not accept the lead proctor's decision, the candidate may challenge the decision by the lead proctor. The challenge must be placed in writing using an examination challenge appeals suggestion form. The candidate must then submit the written request to the lead proctor to be forwarded to DFPC prior to leaving the practical event testing. The candidate must fill out this form completely and independently. In other words, the challenge is not a group effort. A decision will then be made by the DFPC Fire Training Director within 30 days of receipt of the challenge. The written response by the Fire Training Director will state the decision reached concerning the individual's inquiry or challenge and explain the reasons for that decision. If the candidate disagrees with the decision made by the DFPC Fire Training Director, they can proceed with the appeal process as outlined in Section 3.6 in the Certification Policy and Procedure Manual.